Okay.
Hello.
Got my
Hey,
drink.
ladies.
I can't really see you, Joe.
You can't see me, but I'm here today. I'm not
you're
pixelated, am I?
Well,
I'm out of witness
No, you're
protection. It's
well, I could do it this way. How's that? Is that
it's a
better?
rainy day.
Can you see better now?
Yes.
Yay, nay? Okay.
Yes.
Can you
Hey,
see me?
ladies. Joe Bob's got her knitting mojo back.
Oh my
Yay.
god. I want to knit all the things. I spent the whole day in my wool room yesterday. The whole day. Well, I was doing laundry actually. And I pulled out all these yarns I forgot about, and then I couldn't find yarns that I really, really wanted for projects. So I had a bit of a crazy day. Don't mind me, girls. Like, we're just knitting and hanging out. I'm just going to put some cream on my face because it's really dry. And look, I've been up for 3 hours. I haven't had time. I had to drive in the dark to get here today. And you know what? You love this cream. I can outdo the Naughty Nitwits. Oh, I don't know how to show the camera. Probably won't be able to see it.
We can see it.
It's sheep placenta. Yep.
Ah, only the good
I'm
stuff.
trying it. Those girls did some sort of beef placenta, cattle placenta or something, and I thought, you know what? I
Yeah.
can outdo that. You got nothing on me.
But you do this.
So
Yeah.
we'll see if my skin improves, shall we?
I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Oh,
So how's it
just
going, guys?
oh, it's great. I've been up so early. What time is it there? Night? Afternoon?
Here it's
For me, it's
6:51.
yeah, it's 3:51 for me.
What's today's date? The 8th here.
7.
Oh,
That's because you're in the
okay.
future, Joe.
Now I feel better. Sorry, girls, but you know, like it's been a long morning already, and I just is so dry, and I don't look as glamorous as you two because I don't do makeup and stuff. So there we go, sheep placenta cream. I'll try it for a couple of weeks. We'll see if I look any better in a couple of weeks.
Oh, Joe, no one's ever
The
called
one
me
I
glamorous. Thank you for that.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank
Look at
you.
that haircut, the beautiful
Well,
shawl.
I put lipstick on today to be like Anne, so you know.
Hey, I don't even own a lipstick, so maybe that's next week's purchase or today's purchase after we're finished.
Are you gonna wear your crazy wig sometime? 'Cause that would be funny.
That may or may not be in the back of my mobile office. I was considering wearing my disguise today. I am so sorry about my pixelated features last time we the first podcast. How professional am I? I'm
We're
so
good
sorry.
now. We can see you and
I
we can hear
know.
you
I
and
was kind of hoping you wouldn't be able to see me and we could just put a profile picture or something up and then I could really misbehave with the camera off. But anyway, here
we
I
can do
am.
that for future episodes.
you have to see your
Joe Bob, like we'll put up a thing saying Joe Bob undercover.
If I misbehave, you'll take the camera off me. More like the microphone.
Do like Gary
well,
does and just shut people off. Boom, you're gone.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So, Therese, what you working on?
Okay, like the same stuff as last week. It has gotten a little bit bigger. We have socks. Oh,
Yeah.
and the first time we did this, I showed, so I have to show it again.
Yeah.
Lisa from Two Sisters and Some Yarn would be very proud of the fact that my bag matches my yarn and the little watermelon slice. Everything's matchy matchy.
I'm
So
gonna
it's
see you your matchy matchy.
opal sock yarn. You know.
Hi.
Can
My
I see
yarn.
the ball? Can I see the actual ball, please?
Yes.
The colorway. Because I've got some in my stashes, but I don't know if I've got that color.
She probably has a bunch of it.
I don't know what color. It's very.
Ooh.
It's very pink
Pretty.
and green and white.
Yeah.
Very ice cream or
Very
it's
summer.
Very summery.
And
No,
you
I
really
don't
can't see the color. Is
it sparkle?
No, it's not sparkle.
Okay.
It's called Colors in Love. and it's old stash.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
no, I just, I'm going to do shorties probably because attention span is not what, well, it never was. But also, like in the winter time, I wear boots, so I don't need to have
okay.
long socks, and I just get bored with them, and I'm done. That's it. And
Yeah.
maybe
That's
this
how I was when I knit socks.
Oh,
The
I want to
legs
knit
started getting shorter and
knee-highs.
shorter
Mm-hmm.
because I got bored with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to do other stuff, so.
I
I'm
do want to
gonna,
knit knee-highs. I've got a
I'm
lot
gonna
of knee-highs.
I'm gonna make Denise proud too because I'm using this yarn from Weird Sisters Wool, and this is
Mm-hmm.
my project bag.
Ooh.
Very
And I
much
have a little shark.
Oh,
I have a
really?
little shark.
Very cool.
So
Very
Denise is
cool.
our matchy queen.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Wow.
her.
Shout out to Denise.
I finished my shawl,
It's
my
beautiful.
Shark Week shawl.
Yep.
I've already thought up how to improve it and make it a DK weight.
No, not improve it. I want it big. Don't say that. No, I just think I've got some really nice DK yarn that would look really pretty. That's all. Besides, now that you've done that, I'll have to do two things for Shark Week. So it's going to have to be DK because I'm doing a hat as well.
Okay. Well,
so
this is gonna go for test knitting probably this week, and then it'll be out before Shark Week. Yeah, because I've never designed a shawl before. I want somebody to make sure I know what I'm doing because I've only knit 3 of them total ever. So, and 2 of those are murder knits. And one was a shawl, or 3. No, I've only knit 4. I've knit 2 Stephen West and 2 murder knits. Those are the only shawls I've ever knit. So.
Oh, well, can I test knit it? If it's only one skein. I'll test knit it in fingering, and then on Shark Week.
1 skein and 1 mini.
Okay, I got plenty. Oh, I don't know if I can find any in my stash.
You can have tested it in anything.
You might go buy some. Yeah. Go buy some yarn.
Oh,
treat yourself.
Go buy some yarn. Oh my God. You don't know what I just did. You don't know what I just did. I missed buying my morning coffee at the cafe because I got an email from Skeins and I thought, stuff this, I'm getting in first before Tabitha buys it all. I just ordered 30 balls of wool. So
30, what are you gonna make?
Who cares? It's only like $3.95 a ball or $4 a ball. Who cares? There's 2 colours in DK. One's foxtail and one is like a beautiful fur green, a forest dark green. And I just looked at it and thought, if Tabitha buys all this, there'll be nothing left. So I've missed my coffee. I've had to go and go with the backup plan. And it's Dr. Pepper. A new one. Hey, a new one that I've not had here before, strawberries and cream.
Oh, I've had that one.
I was like, hit the brakes. I got notifications and I glanced at my phone, which you're not allowed to do while you're driving. And I went, Skeins, parked, looked. And I looked and I thought, well, this can't wait. I have to grab it. So I just bought 30 balls. Thank you, Marie. I look forward to seeing that next week because their postage is super fast. Straight to my front door. Well, front gate because the door is about 800 metres away. But they're the only ones. Even Australia Post won't bring it to my door. So, it's beautiful. And I went, should I just get 10 balls? Oh, no, what if I want a big jumper or like a good sized jumper? I'll need probably 1,500 at the most. Oh, don't worry, you can knit a hat with what's left. Oh, forget that. You could maybe knit a shawl with what's left over.
Throw it in your penguono.
Oh, it's only DK. Oh, yeah, DK. Yeah. It's DK. Throw it in the penguono.
Isn't that Penguano Station? Isn't that what the name is?
Yeah, Penguano Station. Throw it in my Penguano Station cardigan coat. So Skeins, get on it. Sorry, I've just bought 30 balls. If there's anything left for Tabitha, well, if there's not, too bad, so sad.
I just went to the grocery store. We will not be visiting Skeins this week.
Okay. Well, I'd rather starve. Are you kidding me? I could afford to lose some pounds.
Yeah, but I've got 4 critters.
Oh
human
yeah.
and otherwise, that would object to that.
4.
Oh man.
Are you referring to David as a critter?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of critters, we have a new baby in the family that I did not know was going to happen. Millie's gone shearing on a neighbour's property. First day she bloody comes home with a new lamb. So we now have he was actually born, we think, in the shearing shed or just outside of the shearing shed. I think they found him underneath. After they'd put all the ewes back in the paddock, they heard this little baby crying. And they put him out in the paddock to see if he could find his mum, and he couldn't, and nobody wanted to own up to him. And he's quite tiny for a boy. But Millie's brought him home and she's bottle feeding him. That's why I have bags under my eyes. Every 2 to 3 hours he's waking up. And it's really funny because I had the headphones on, my headphones, watching podcasts, and I could hear this, Mum! And I was thinking, oh shit, which kid's calling me? Don't they know not to interrupt me when I'm watching knitting podcasts? And I was looking around and there was no one in there. And here's Murray in his giant, like big old trolley on wheels. He's got blankets. He's even got lammy blankets with quilted lambs on that I found. So here's Murray looking at me and I'm like, no, I'm not your mother. Millie, come and feed him.
Murray.
Oh, yeah, Murray. Muzza. His name, Muzza. You know, Sharon, Shazza, Murray, Muzza. That's so little Murray. He's very handsome. And how old is he now? Born Sunday. Millie went there Monday. The shearers fed him and kept him alive. And then Millie turned up Monday morning and I had to go and get the bottle and the teats and the lamb feeder and all the blankets that I had in boxes for the dogs now belong to Murray. How old? 4. So he's born Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's 4 days old today, and she's kept him alive. So that's lovely. So far, so good. He's really cute. Good. I'll get a photo for you. He's really cute. But I don't want to get attached. I'm not getting attached to Murray because you know what? Murray's actually. I'll get stuck with Murray. You know what I mean when the girls go to school. But Murray's actually going to school today. So Millie's been working.
Had a little lamb.
A little lamb.
Yeah, look at Teresa's face. No, well, Mills has been out on this property. She's got a week work experience to do as part of her certificate for her primary industries and livestock, right? But today is school photo day. God, I'll laugh if they take a photo of Murray. Today is school photo day, and Mills has to go because the ag team who's been winning ribbons at shows, they're getting their photo taken, and it's year 12. It's the last year. So they're getting the class photos taken, and for the first time ever in 13 years of school, the 2 girls, I've got twins, guys, in case you don't know me. Hi, I've got twins. The first time ever, they said, Mum, can we have a family photo, a sibling photo together?
Wow.
Because it's the last year. It's the last year. How? I'm so impressed. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll pay extra $30, $40 for that because they have never, ever, ever wanted a sibling photo.
Well, that's awesome.
That's sweet.
I know. So I thought that was really special. And then Millie was packing his crate and asked permission off the bus driver and the bus company owner. And she's taking him to school today. So all his blankets are packed, his milk's packed. Isn't she a good mother? I hope he doesn't end up in a class photo somewhere. Because she has, well, she's been taking him back to the property where she's been working. So every morning she's been packing him up like a mother hen and taking him back so she can look after him and feed him between shearing and sorting the fleeces. He's a merino, so Murray the merino. And today, well, I'm not home and no one's home. So she asked permission off her teacher and he's gone to school today.
Wow.
I know. Very,
really
very
had a little lamb indeed.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. So that's our new baby this week that I'm trying not to get attached to because if he falls in love with me, then he's going to have to hang out with me all day, every day, and sleep with me. So no, thank you.
What about your sheep? Are your sheep going to have any lambs, or are they done for the year?
Well, we have a very naughty ram, and we thought, actually, it's not. Do you know ewes are such tarts? Like I thought it was the ram. We have a beautiful ram, and we saw him in the girls' paddock. He's been in the paddock. You know my 3-legged goat, Rowan.
Yeah.
Well, you do know my goat. Yeah.
Your life is like a nursery rhyme.
So our ram has been in the paddock with Rowan, far away from the girls, and then Mills, who looks after all the, she's our animal whisperer. Mills says to me one day, "Bloody Rowan, bloody ram's in with the girls," and I'm like, no, and we went and moved him. Yeah, and then the girls went into his paddock. So, we did not want any lambs this year. We did not want to be lambing, but looks like we're lambing sometime this year.
Oh.
Because the girls have gone under fences and through fences to get to the boy.
I see.
I know.
Always something at Joe's place.
I know. I'm sure Rowan would have enjoyed the visit from the girls because he's quite a friendly little goat. And he likes people talking to him, so I'm sure he would have thought it was great, party in my paddock. Hey, come over to my paddock, girls. We'll be having some lambs that we didn't really plan for, but that's okay. We've got plenty of room for them. So that's okay.
So Joe, what are you making?
Oh, lots. I got the crazy cast-on-itis. I'm knitting all the things. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 cast-ons of 4 projects happening now. The neck warmer I finished and gave to the lovely lady who took the hat off me. The groovy acrylic jumper is in timeout because I didn't work on it, so I didn't bring it. Okay, so, this beautiful, I love this. The more I knit this, the bigger I want it to be. So this is the spring street. Yeah, it is really pretty. And like, imagine it blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that fingering a 4-ply?
Yeah, it's 4-ply fingering. Yeah, 4-ply.
Oh, wow.
I love it. I love it. So it's getting bigger. I think I've done the 13th repeat. In the pattern, it's only 18 repeats, but I may do more. I mean, you can just keep going. Look how much yarn I've still got out of that first ball.
How much does it call for?
Over 2, hang on, I've got it here. Over 2 skeins, or no, over 1 skein, not quite 2, but I'll just have a little look so I can give you the deets. Spring Street by Janina Callio, and it is wool and berry. Sorry for someone who didn't understand my accent. It's not wool and berry, it's woolen. Woolen, like a woolen jumper. Woolenberry.com, which is Janina Callio. Approximately, let's see, she says here, she gives her suggestion, which is Northlight Fibres Spring Street. It's a Falkland Islands merino. And she's used 2 skeins, but not full skeins, because she said approximately 542 metres or 592 yards. So
I've got a 600 yard
skein and a half.
Yeah.
And I haven't even finished the first skein. I mean, I know it's getting longer and longer and bigger. Oh, here's a picture of it. I wonder if that was...
That's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Supposed to be, with her schematics, 74 inches across and 40 inches down. But I'll just see. I'll just wing it and see when I feel like I'm finished with it. That's when I'm going to be finished. Let me put that back together. So I have done, like, I try to do a repeat every day or every other day, but they are getting longer now. So I need, like, shows like Neil and Tabitha to watch in order to get a whole row done now, a whole repeat done, I mean. Let me put that back together because I've got so many patterns out now that I've printed out. So I'm really enjoying working on that. I really, really like that wool, the white gum wool. I'm pretty sure it is. And I've got lots more in my stash for further shawls. The other thing I'm working on, you know that merino silk yarn that I bought from the Royal Easter Show, Liz, and you suggested the Murder Knits shawl. Oh, the Murder Knits Station. No, the Murder Knits Station shawl, right? And I did cast it on, but because the yarn is so loosey-goosey, it's really openly plied, and it's really loosey-goosey, and different thicknesses. So the slip stitches on either end look really sloppy. I'm just going to admit it. They were sloppy because my yarn is sloppy, not the pattern. The pattern's great. So what I did do was my wool room. I need to enter the fluffier stash thing because I'd win every day. I went into my stash. It takes me hours to find what I need, and I got this beautiful 8-ply Bendigo Woolen Mills. I think the color is periwinkle. And I have been knitting, and it's lovely, lovely pattern, easy peasy. And this is the mindless knitting. But I'm pretty sure see this edge? I should turn it around the right way, hey? See this edge? I think the outside edge, I'm going to attach a lace border. I might pick up those stitches. I think I'd like to pick up those stitches and make a pretty lace border for the whole hem, the whole curve of the hem. Yeah, so I've been doing that. I've been doing heaps on that because that's just like pick it up and go. And you're right, after you read the instructions and do the first 2 rows, you don't need to look again. After we podcast last week, when you all couldn't see me and I was disgustingly pixelated, that was depressing. So I went to the movies, and 2 out of 10, I'm just saying, don't bother going to see The Book Club, number 2. And the 2 is not for anything except the scenery, because it was most of it was Italy. It was really beautiful. It looked like Tuscany, San Gimignano, Siena, actually. Some of the alleys and cobblestone places where they filmed looked like Siena. So it was really pretty, and that brought back some really good memories of my last trip there. But, oh, my God, the acting. I mean, I couldn't remember who was in the first one, and then as soon as Jane Fonda turned up and Diane Keaton, Mary Steenburgen, is it? And the worst of all, sorry if you're a fan of her, but is it Candice Bergen?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. You know what she reminded me of? Her facial expressions and her bad timing in the comedy. She reminded me of a ventriloquist dummy. Like this, you know, she would crack the pun would come and she would do a one-liner and then her face would go.
Well, you know who her father was, right?
No, who?
Her father was a ventriloquist. Charlie McCarthy, right? Wasn't Charlie McCarthy the dummy, I think?
Yes.
No way. No way.
Her dad was a ventriloquist, yeah.
Yeah, when you said that, I
can't
was
remember
like,
her dad's, yeah. I can't remember her dad's name,
that.
but it's something Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah, what?
So what show was?
I can't remember.
What TV show is Candice
used to be
famous for?
She was in Murphy Brown.
Oh yeah, that's what I watched.
Okay,
as a kid.
Legal too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, but Murphy Brown
her father
on the telly. Yeah, I remember that, and I was so shocked at. I mean, okay.
Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
I had no. Okay, I'm sorry, I had no idea. But all the way through, I'm like, what are you reminding me of? And the way she moved her jaw to sort of smile. The thing is, and I'm being a complete judgmental bitch, all I could do, like, the knitting part of it, I cast on a sock tube, right? And it's beautiful. Oh, here we go. Finding my camera. There you go, Amy. Have a look at that, girlfriend. That's some yarn. That's Fiber Lily. And it's just a petite skein. I'm just doing 3x1 rib. provisional cast on. I don't know why. It's just easier.
What
I
is
could
that
have just
colorway
passed
called? Do you
on.
know?
Sorry. Oh, no, there's no colour. So this is part of, so Kylie from Fiber Lily did petite skeins, and they were just called petite skeins, and they probably had numbers on them on her website. Get my face out. There you go. And they're just called petite skeins. So I ordered, I can't just order one or two. So I ordered a heap of those petite skeins, and I think I sent some to you girls. So it might have been 2 years ago.
You did, yeah.
50-gram skeins. So sorry if I didn't send you this colour. It's really pretty. I kept it for myself. I cast this on, and this is how much I did in the movie because I didn't even watch the movie. But when I did watch the movie, I'm being a real bitch, but all I could watch, I mean, the acting was so bad. It was so bad. All I could look at was Jane Fonda's horrible fashion choices. She looked like a walking skeleton. I mean, I really have difficulties because I'm a plumpy girl. I have really big difficulties watching people whose heads are bigger than the rest of their bodies. I'm not kidding. Like her head is bigger than her head is bigger than her hips, right? So this woman is a walking skeleton, and all of those ladies, I'm looking at their Botox and their plastic surgery, and I'm looking at on the side of Jane Fonda's cheek, there's like ripples which look like old scars. There's like, you can see the ripples where it's been pulled so tight, and then the scars of however they did it back in the day. But all of them, Candice Bergen, maybe that's why she couldn't smile properly, because she was like this. Obviously the plastic surgery's made it really difficult, and good luck to them. That's their choices in life, and their fashion choices were Candice in her flat shoes shuffling.
Sorry,
she couldn't walk properly. She was shuffling worse than me with my plantar fasciitis. So I spent the whole movie sitting there thinking, oh, this is stupid and I should leave, and it's really bad, and I should have watched a trailer before I came. But the Italian scenery got me, so I just sat there and did some knitting in the dark. There were only 7 of us at the cinema. That should have been a clue too. So socks, I've got the Murdernet shawl, the Spring Street shawl, the socks, and one more thing that I'm working on this week. I want to knit all the things. I want to knit your shawl. I'll test knit your shawl, please.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I'll put a test call out on Monday.
Oh yeah. Hello, I'm here. This one, that is the silk, and I added. Oh, I just started it last night. So I cast camera, girls, professional knot. I cast this one on last night.
Slow down, Joe. Don't, so Amy can see it.
Amy, can you see that?
That's pretty together.
Okay. So the really silky, soft, drapey, fluffy wool. The merino is super soft with the silk. But this one, hang on, where am I? This one is I think it's a Final Leicester cross from Sweden. That's Sandy, that I bought from Sandy. Hands up, who's got Sandy's wool from the Swedish wool shop? Have you got some, Therese?
I have fiber, I think. Oh no, she did send me some. She sent me some skeins of, it's white, it's that color. Okay.
It's this natural wool.
And I think, and I think she sent me some fiber too. I think I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
This natural wool, because it's a cross. I thought, it's crossed for softness. No, it's a real workhorse sort of a hand spun, and I know it's going to be soft as I wash it and work with it, because when I put my hands over it and rub it, it's quite soft. But to knit it, it's like twine. It's quite hard and coarse. But the more you work it, you can feel it's really, it comes together. Like it's really soft. So this is another woolen berry pattern, but I have knit it twice before. This is how much I enjoy it. And it is called Spring Bloom, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, Spring Bloom. That one came out in 2018, and I have knit it now the 3rd time. It's really nice pattern. Really easy to do. Even though it's got lace. but it's all in sections. So you just want to, like last night, what was I watching? Happy Shiny People.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Happy Shiny People and I couldn't stop. I did the first and thought, oh, let's do the lace. And then I went, oh, well, let's do some more to show the girls. And now it's an eyelet little section. But I'll put that down while we chat.
There's a shawl. Sorry.
Go right ahead. That's all I'm knitting this week. 4 things.
There's a shawl that it's similar to that I've knit a couple times, and I'm going to knit it more. It's called Over the Sea to Sky. And it's similar to that.
You told me about that one before, I think.
It has garter, then it has eyelets, then it has like sections. And it's so much fun to knit because you don't get bored. You know, it's not like miles of anything.
Who's that by?
Fingering, DK, any weight.
Yeah. Do you know who the designer is? No? That's okay. Over the Sea to Sky.
Over the Sea to Sky.
That sounds nice.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Oh, and also wanted to say, this is the first time I've used these. Sock Wonder by Addie. I always use DPNs. And I thought Ray with his 9-inch needles and then Vincent with his 10-inch. But these are 9.84 inches. So I'm a bit confused. 25 centimetres. They got a long end at one end, a long end and a short end at the other end.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not a fan. I don't know why. Maybe it just takes some getting used to. And I almost considered throwing this onto the DPNs, but I know my tension will be so different. So I don't want to have a wonky sock, another sock tube. How many sock tubes have I got at home? About 5. I still haven't done an afterthought heel yet.
It's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
I think I just don't want to be bothered counting all the rows. But if I don't, I need a table to sit at, count my rows, put in some stitch markers and just cut it all and get started. So I might, over the next couple of weeks, I might be brave and start making socks with afterthought heels.
You got it.
Otherwise, those tubes, well, I could make mittens, but I'd rather make socks because I've got all these tubes that I knitted up 2 years ago and they're still in a tub. I just need to do it, don't I? Just do it. Yeah, just do it. But I'm not a fan, like the little fingers. I think I've got big man hands. And then
I feel like I'm lobster claws just working on these little tiny. Yeah,
but then Vincent is using them and Ray's using them. So what does that say for my man hands?
A lot of people do. And I'm like, why do I feel?
I tried
this when I do it. Yeah.
I feel like
I tried 9-inch ones.
My glasses
when I started doing socks, and no, I couldn't do it.
Do you use DPNs or do you do that magic loop thing, which is a mystery to me why people do that? It's so
I do magic loop.
Right. So, but people who do magic loop whinge and carry on about ladders in their socks, and when you
I don't have ladders.
And they're like, oh, you have
ladders.
Tighten this and.
I get ladders with DPNs.
I get ladders with DPNs the one time I tried, so I've only done magic loop. I've not had ladder problem.
But is that because you keep the same amount of needles on each one? Because I always add, every time I do a round, you've got your stitch marker, I just do a couple of extra. I do 3 or 4 extra, and I move the stitches around those 4 needles all the time. I use 5 needles because I can't handle the triangular shape. So if you do triangular, you're going to get pulling because of the odd shape. And if you don't just keep moving your stitches around and knit a couple extra onto each one, you're going to get ladders because you've got that same crease line where you're moving from one needle to the other all the time.
I don't have that problem with magic loop at all. I've not had ladder problem.
You haven't?
Nope. No.
Oh, I hear so many people because they're always changing it at the same spot. Like they're always got that fold at the same spot. And so you've got the pressure of the fold.
You tug on the second stitch.
You got to tug. I'm not a tugger.
Not really, though. I mean,
not like
but it just becomes It just becomes habit, though. You knit the first stitch, you knit the second one, and you tug a little, and then you move on. It becomes just a habit. You don't even think about it anymore.
Okay.
By the way, that shawl Over the Sea to Sky is by Kalora Hudson.
Kalora with a K?
Kalura, Kalurah Hudson.
Okay, Kalora. Okay, thank you. Can you can you text? Can you professional people text that to me so I can look that one up, please?
Yes, I can.
Because if you've got the patience to knit it a few times, then I know it's a good pattern.
It's very similar to what you're doing, or okay.
I was just laughing the way she phrased that.
Is that
you have the patience?
Because
I don't know.
I own that. Yeah.
I resemble that remark.
That remark is in Wikipedia with my picture on it. Okay, that's how much I resemble that remark. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I see where we're going. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Change of subject. I have a question for the two of you.
Yep.
And I can ask it because I'm not part of it.
Okay.
The other day, you guys were talking about the Penguano Station Challenge. Do you still feel the same way that you're going to do it?
I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, what did I do? What did I
You challenged me is what you did. I wish you could rewind that challenge, but you challenged me.
Bring it back in.
I still got the footage. Not all of it's usable, but it's on camera. Yeah. You both saying you were going to do it. You still feel that way a few days later?
Okay, we are going to do it. Like we said that last year, and look, here we are. We
did a bunch of other Stephen West stuff. So I didn't know that I was going to be going to the desert for the winter. I can't wear a Penguano in Texas.
Too funny. Yeah, I'm happy to knit it in the summertime here in the scorching dry heat. I'm happy to big, heavy. I want to do mine in all hand spun, and I don't think it's going to be as pretty in all hand spun though.
Oh, I think so.
But I'm talking all natural. I'm going to do all natural colors, natural shape colors, browns, cream.
That'd be pretty. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm doing it. I am doing it, and I'm not doing it till Therese joins me. So there you go.
Well, we got to get through the summer murder.
Can I show you what wool I chose?
Yes.
I was flipping it in my wool room. I was swearing in my wool room yesterday, but hang on. Oh, and I need someone's help too. Okay, for the summer of murder, I'm doing the periwinkle. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking the shark thing. So I've got all these ideas for shark, but now I've got to go back into my wool room and find fingering in a mini. That's going to be hard. I think I might just close my eyes and put my hand in the tub. Okay. For Shark Week, obviously I'm proactive. Hang on, let me get my silver hair, don't care, out of my wool. Okay. I've got some ideas. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like this beautiful blue, which is pretty. It's called Leagues. So this tonal, should open it up and show you the back. Again, Fiber Lily, because I'm a collector. Oh, you can see the darker bits, can't you? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is DK, Lush DK, 200 meters, 218 yards. So this blue, probably looks better back here. And I'm going to team it up with Morris & Sons white cream in 8-ply. Mm-hmm. It's just a plain, just don't worry about the cat hair. My hair, it's actually my hair. So I was going to team it up with that. So it's a big contrast, girls. And then while I was fluffing in my wool room again last night, I thought about going the whole patriotic avenue. Mm-hmm. And this is a dyer that you all know, but it's just red. So I'm not going to say anything just yet. I'll tell you in a minute. Do you like that red?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so that is my plan for Shark Week. I know exactly what I'm making. I just don't know how I'm doing it yet, but I know exactly what I'm making. Now, while I was fluffing it around, I need your advice. Let me put that shawl down. You know I love bright highlighter. Whoa, blow me out, baby. You know I love bright
Holy
highlighter.
cow.
It's bright.
Yeah,
it's Fiber Lily
that is
again.
bright.
That's bright.
Yeah, that's bright. That's DK. And I've got 2 of them because, you know, I can't stop at one. I need your advice, or anybody, any of my friends out there, girlfriends, I need your advice. Now, this is what I want to show you, so I'll stop blowing you out. I want to put it with this.
Ooh, that'd be pretty.
Okay, well, that's interesting too, because I think it's rubbish. But anyway, that is a bit of pink, bit of orange.
Why are you asking us?
Bit of yellow. No, I think this wool is rubbish, but that's why I want some ideas. Okay, this, let me put it back
I like
here.
the color though. I like the colors together.
I
like
think
the
it's
colors on that skein.
I think it's done by the laziest. Like, I think Tina's title's gone. Look, it's all white. It's just like, it looks like she mopped the bottom of the pan with whatever leftover colors. One of those.
She might not have flipped it, you know.
No, this is both. This is all over. This is a lot of white and just looks like whatever was left over in the color.
Not have flipped it. She might have just put it on one side, and then you're supposed to flip your yarn over and then do it again. And she
I've watched Tina. I've watched Tina's. See, it's minimalism with orange, highlighter, yellow, and pink. Right, they're the colors. You can see them there. Together with this.
Okay.
Together with this,
Like
I need a shawl pattern that's going to take 2 main colors and 1 intermittent lazy color.
Is it DK?
Yeah, DK. And the only sort of 3 skein shawl I've ever knit is Joji Locatelli's pretty one. Is it Storm or something like that? It's really lovely. I can't remember now. It's really pretty, and I've done it and gifted it to a friend, but it was 3 separate colors, and the second, like one of the biggest, the bottom color I think was 1.5 skeins. So yeah, I'm really looking for a main color, and then this, and I'll just tell you who it's by now. So this is Fiber Lily, which you already know that from my obsession. Fiber Lily. This is Lady Di yarn. And I've had it for years, and I haven't knit with it because I just thought, what the heck am I going to do with these? I mean, I can't really do color work because you won't see the colors. So I need to put it together, maybe texture on this and plain on this. So this is Lady Di. This is Fiber Lily. Here, proof that I purchased this stuff. There you go.
Proof that you got it, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that took 6 months. And thank you to thank you to the lovely Claudia of Crochet Luna, because I think she's very sweet, and she is the one who helped me get my yarn. She was very lovely, and I absolutely, if she was in a business, I would buy a yarn from her. Absolutely, 100%.
Well,
but she left, so I don't buy it anymore.
So there's other reasons you don't buy it too. Okay,
I like to get it in the same year that I order and pay for it.
So you want a pattern that
2 main colors. So it's something that takes 2 skeins of DK with 1 color and then 1 skein of another color, please. I want a good size shawl like that Joji one. She had this. Remember, she gave a free pattern out. I think it was during the time of my lockdown period in jail. Where she has 3 colors. It's beautiful. It has 3 colors.
Not Odyssey, is it? It's not the one with the cross stitches,
is it? The Odyssey?
That's the Odyssey, I think.
Okay. Yeah, the Odyssey shawl. You're right. That sounds familiar. I made that, and it's a great shawl, but I could do that in 2 colors, I guess. No, I think that would look weird.
Well, I'm thinking what you need, if you need a pattern that's going to wow with the texture of the stitches, you need to go to Mr. West. and do one
Yeah,
of
well,
his with that yarn.
He emailed me this morning because,
I know.
Oh, did you get one too?
Yeah, we're in the
I did too.
Okay, so he emailed me this morning, and yeah, perhaps I should just go through all my books and find, but a DK, probably be a middle-sized shawl for him in the DK. Okay, so yeah, that's what I couldn't put them back in the tub. I'm like, no, you're going to be made into something now. So I need a pattern idea, and you're right, I might have to look at Mr. West. We're close friends. I just call him Stephen.
Or, yeah, he has a lot of shawl patterns, so there's probably one that'll work for that.
Just for 2 colors. And I want to use all of
them. A lot of his shawls look better in smaller amount of colors too, you know, 1 or 2 colors.
Okay. And then I pulled this out of my stash, and I'm not putting it back until I make something.
Ooh.
DK.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Here for Amy. Ready? It's a weird, it looks like it was a blue that was overdyed, so it's a teal green, and it's not the right color. And then it's got little touches of burgundy, and it's perfectly called Dusk by Fiber Lily again. So this is old stash, Dusk, and I had to have it. And now, what the heck? Maybe a hat? It's hard to see. The color blows out there.
Towel.
But it's not going back in the tub. It has to be made into something. And I think
a hat or a towel. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I will always wear a cowl. But then Liz, what do you think?
A hat or a cowl, because you need lots of hats and cowls, you know, so you can look stylish in the fall and winter when it's cold there.
Okay, well, you have a look at me. You're not even looking at me. Have a look. A hat or a cowl?
Hat.
Hat?
Hat.
I think a hat.
Hat.
Okay, it's a hat, guys. It's a hat. Thank you. That's all I needed help with. So I'm really happy with this blue. And maybe it'll just be these 2. But then I thought embarrassing story. Sidebar. I say to Millie, I've got to find these colors for Shark Week. What do you think, Shark Week? And she goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, in America, they got this Shark Week thing in July. I have to get yarn. And she goes, Mum, that's when you have your period. That's Shark Week.
Well,
see my horrified face? Hang on. I was like, what are you talking about? It is not. She goes, yes, Mum. So I thought, well, maybe I should add this. She told me that. Like I'm an old fogey, and I did not know. And by the way, Tabitha, core blimey. It's blimey, core blimey. Who said that? Amy? No, maybe Amy. Who didn't know what blimey was?
I thought
Tabitha, no. Blimey is like saying bloody hell or bugger, or blimey is like, yeah. Anyway, it's not really a swear word, but it's kind of like a oh shit moment. Well, shit is a swear word too, isn't it? Sometimes.
Okay, now I remember when that came up.
All the time.
Okay. Yeah. Now I remember, because we were talking about Tara's podcast and bad words on YouTube.
Yes, it was you. Was it you and Amy?
No, Amy was there, but it was the other day on the Knitting Wars. They were talking about it, I think.
Oh, with the evil Anne and the lovely DK. Gotcha.
Evil Anne?
Yeah. She's evil, dude. I mean, imagine people are going to have to go to therapy after ripping out their knits because they're 3 rows short.
Well, they need to pick a project they can get done.
True.
That's right.
True.
That's what
Tabitha will probably knit 3 sweaters, you know.
Yes.
The rest of us.
In fingering weight, yeah.
In fingering weight.
The
rest of us, not so much.
Not so much. I did consider it, but no.
I have a hoe.
You've got a hoe?
I have a hoe. I have a half. Well, I don't know. It's 3/4 of the way done or 2/3 of the way done. I did some spinning
A quo.
You're not going to see the colors.
Oh, yes, I
Ooh,
can.
I can.
Wait,
That's
it's called.
pretty.
Wait, you go.
Show
It's called
Amy.
Painted Desert. Amy, look, you can't see the colors. It's
Oh,
hard to
yes, she can.
Yes, you
That's
can.
beautiful.
It's pinks and teals and like sunset colors with blue in it.
Yeah.
You know? It's
That would look good in a Piguano station.
yes, it might.
Ooh.
It's CJ Kopek, who is no longer dyeing yarn and fiber, and that's sad. She did say to me yesterday, because I said something to her on Facebook, and she said, at some point I might be able to get back to it. Like, okay, let me know. So this is, I tried to get it to be fingering weight so I can do DK as the finish.
Yeah.
It's hard to, when you're spinning for a while, it's hard to keep it big. You get used to, you start out big and then you get smaller. And then you have to have a hard time trying to get it big again. But
yeah.
So I have to apply that, which is not my favorite thing to do.
I was going to say, that's only a 2-ply though, isn't it? If they're both fingering. So the people who do 3-plies, I think they're nuts. But anyway.
Well,
that's hard work.
But I have the electric spinner. So, it's not as hard as it could be.
No, I think Joe Bob's going to break down and get one of those at some point.
She needs to.
I need to. Keep saying that. I need to.
Well, I sent you that link. It's less than $300 US.
Oh, I saw a drum carder for sale locally this week, and it was an old wooden one. Even the crank handle was wooden. It was only missing its belts.
Uh-huh.
And they wanted $300 for it. It's like older than me.
Ooh, that's a good price. Mine is it's from
Wool
Makers.
I left it behind. I didn't bring it home with me because I just think, look at all the yarn I could buy with that.
Or you could make yarn.
Right. It's not like I haven't got heaps of sheep down the road with fleece everywhere.
Just go take some scissors and go run out there, when Harvey gets big enough.
Go down to Bill's place and say, can I brush your sheep for you, Bill?
Joe's just chasing him in the paddock there. Slow down. I need to brush you.
Come back.
Meanwhile,
you're like,
Millie's there with the baby.
Poor Murray. Yeah, we can keep. I hope we can keep Murray. It sounds like we're keeping Murray. Or she might give him back if she doesn't want to keep feeding him. If he's naughty, she'll send him back. I know she will when he's bigger. If he jumps fences and stuff.
He's not going to be naughty.
No. So that lady doesn't do any more fibre. How much fibre have you got left of hers?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Your face like, oh, do I tell the truth as I look behind me? Do I tell the truth?
See this IKEA bag? This is full. This is full. But not, unfortunately, of hers. I've only got, I don't know, maybe just 2 pounds. Not much.
Okay.
Not much. Maybe 3. Not much. So I'm sad.
Mm-hmm.
So
you'll manage.
There's
other fiber out there.
There's fiber in here. I'm looking at a giant 2 giant bags of alpaca fleece.
From
a local person. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Says the chick who was just fluffing in the wool house
all day. Okay. And I said to Liz earlier before you jumped in, like I'm going like 6-7 deep tubs and I'm finding stuff and then I'm putting them back up in a stack because I need more room to bring the next column down. And then I'm like, oh, crap, I want what's in the bottom of that one. And then I found yarn that I thought I had put somewhere else and I wanted to put it in the back tub behind those other 8 tubs. It took me all day. But I found my shark yarn, so I'm happy now. And I'm definitely not putting that dusk yarn away. It's got to be made into a hat.
Indeed.
No more procrastination.
All right, let's play a game.
Uh-oh.
Alpaca or mohair?
Alpaca.
Oh. Okay, what I prefer to knit with all the time, mohair.
What would you prefer? You like mohair better than alpaca? Really?
Yeah, mohair. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, see, I like alpaca better.
I own more mohair, so I've got to say mohair because you're going to see a lot of that.
Okay.
What else?
Okay. No, it's just that. I was just wondering because we never talked about that before.
That's the world's shortest game ever.
Yeah, gee,
well,
that
you
was
think of a question then. I came up with a question. Someone else came up with a question then.
Okay. Come on, Therese, hit me with it.
Put me on the spot. I can't remember what we talked about on the last episode and what we talked about on the lost episode.
The lost episode. We had fun. We were having fun. I'm like, yay, we got a professional podcast happening. No.
That's because Joe was explaining about how the crocodiles come in under the shark nets.
Yeah, don't think a shark net's safe. It is not safe. I mean, it's safe from sharks, but I am never, ever going to be the first person to go swimming in a shark net on a beach early in the morning in tropical far north Queensland because crocodiles, don't run with scissors, crocodiles come up at night, lay their eggs, eat food and shit, dig a hole, do their poo-poos, and then go back into the water. And what if they go back in the shark net area and then they get cranky because they can't get out? And then here comes Joe Bob with her lily white legs first thing in the morning for a dip. It's happened before. It's happened before where crocodiles have been found inside the shark nets. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
And Steve Irwin's not around to wrestle them, so what are you going to do?
I can't.
No, I saw on the news the other day some UFC fighter went to his kid's elementary school and there was an alligator, I think, or I think it was an alligator, and he wrestled it away from the school.
Crikey.
Not usually part of the PTA requirements, but hey. Do what you can.
Schools are out of control now.
So, any knitting community stuff we want to talk about?
Oh, I watched Cocktail Hour at the Coop.
Nice.
Thank you for that recommendation. Are you kidding? I watched 3 of their episodes straight up. I love those girls.
They're so much fun.
Fun. They just chat and show you stuff, and they are so cash and relaxed. They're like us hanging out, with my feet up on the dash knitting. They are really lovely ladies and super fun. So only 3 episodes. So now I have to binge. I go back to the beginning and binge watch them if I can find their first ones.
Yeah.
Love them. So thank you for that. And I did watch 1 episode of The Republic of Me. And that lady is so different from me in that she's so elegant and calm and softly spoken. And I watched her podcast and thought, gosh, I'm loud and silly and stupid. And she's just so, in a pair of jeans and just a beautiful long sleeve shirt, she looks so elegant and she's so sweet. And I'm absolutely shocked that she went on a cruise with carry-on luggage. I'm like,
I've got the latest one, yeah.
She is talented. I've got to get that down pat. I only want to travel with 1 carry-on bag. I need a capsule person to help me figure out clothing. That was amazing because she had like a jumper. She had Jackie's shrug and she had a jumper, and I'm like, how did you fit all that in your bag? She's
a very good packer, I guess.
She's an international traveler. She is.
Yeah.
So I really did like that, but I've only just watched that last one. That's it. What else have I watched? I watched Tabitha. Tabitha. I watched Tabitha and Neil.
With the tiger
Neil
king.
Exotic and Tabitha Baskin.
Oh, and what do I say about mullets? And there he was
Neil with that mullet.
Oh, I loved Neil in the mullet. That was perfect. And Tabitha with the yarn.
With skein. Yep. And I was like, Neil, have you not commented? Can you not see that skein in her hair? And he said at the end he thought it was flowers or something. It was perfect, or a crown or something. She looked gorgeous. And her leopard, was it a leopard or cougar or something she said that was behind her?
Yeah, she set up for it.
I really enjoy watching Tabitha take the piss out of Neil, because for a pom to take the piss out of him and he doesn't get upset is really, really cool. She's very subtle, but she's very good at it.
Yeah, well, that's because everybody knows Tabitha means it all in good, fun.
Yeah, she's in jest, she's just very funny. And I love that she knows her stuff about true crime. And it was funny that she said she binge watched it when she first saw it, because I did too.
I did too.
I was like, I did too.
I cannot walk away from this. And it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and my eyes were hanging out of my head, but I couldn't look away. I had to watch it all. It'd be good to go back and watch it again and catch the things that I missed the first time, because after listening to them, I couldn't remember the characters' names. I couldn't remember what they did, except for Doc Antle. Well, I watched that second series with him. Yeah.
That
guy. Yeah, creepy.
A
lot of creepy people. A lot of creepy people in the Big Animal.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was good. So I watched them, and they talked just as long as we do. And what else?
Hey, guys, we've been on over an hour.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the longest we've actually talked.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
On camera, anyway.
I haven't read anything this week, and if I go to the movies today, I might go and see Boogeyman.
Which one is that?
It's an adaptation of Stephen King book, which I would never read, so I thought I might go and watch it. It's a bit of a horror or a scary do.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I used to read
Stephen King guy.
all of his stuff. Like I would go to the store the day it came out and get it.
Oh, so do you know the Boogeyman, or have I got it wrong?
I haven't read that one.
I haven't heard that one.
On my list right now. Let's see. Although I did see they're going to do an adaptation of, a series of the Dark Tower series. And it's going to be on, I think, Netflix or Hulu or one of them. And it's going to be like 7 seasons.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's got to be 7 seasons. It can't be 7 episodes, because that's still not enough.
No.
That's not enough. Yeah.
So, there were a lot of books, right?
There
several books?
There were 7 in there. Yeah. I'm hoping they don't screw it up, because that's going to make me mad.
Well,
I've never read one of his books, but after the disappointment of the book club, I thought I might go with something completely different and go watch a scary movie. If it's on, I checked a couple of days ago, but I'm not sure if it's showing today. I'll go and have a look.
Well, don't get scared.
Outlander's coming back on June 16th.
Oh, I bought that book. I finally bought the Outlander knitting book.
My mother-in-law.
Oh, the knitting book. Okay.
Oh no, my mother-in-law's read all the books.
I've read 5 of them, I think. I think there's 7, and I think I've read 5. But yeah, the show is coming back June 16th.
How can it come back? What do you mean? They're making
a new season. It's a season.
Yeah,
it's a new season. It's a series based on the books.
Okay. Yeah. Because I watched all the first lot. So on DVD, I bought a box set. Is that Outlander? Yeah, with the stone and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never read it, so I don't know. But
the stones move through time, isn't it? Like a group of stones that they walk through to move through time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I watched that on a box set and then gave it away.
It's not done yet.
I know. Now I find out there's more.
There's
Good
more.
grief.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So,
that.
What all things we friends have got going? Shark Week,
Yeah,
Summer of
Shark Week I'm
Murder,
looking forward to.
new Blocked magazine coming out.
Yeah.
That'll be a
Fluff Your
good one.
Stash. That's
Fluff Your
going on.
Stash. Crazy Sock Lady's doing sock
Crazy
camp.
Sock Lady. Yeah. Anne is doing her own Opal Sock challenge, so we can cheer Anne on.
Oh,
She
yeah.
gets all her Van Gogh, I think it is.
Yep.
Socks.
There you go. Yeah.
It's fun seeing all the people doing the sock challenge, seeing all the socks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not knitting socks because we don't wear them, so I'm tired of just knitting them.
And what's Amy doing at the moment? Is she still doing blankets for babies, or what?
She was working on a baby blanket gift the last few days ago.
It's beautiful too.
And then she made that doll the other day. She posted that. I think Brenda's knitting one too. Or knit one.
That
German.
Yeah. I can't pronounce it. So.
I can't either.
Let me check my notebook, because now I have a notebook. I'm so professional. My husband bought me this beautiful notebook, so I've been just jotting things down in case I forget to ask you.
I have a podcast recommendation.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got my pen out. You haven't let me down yet.
Okay. I just found it. They have 7 episodes so far. It's called Fruitful Hands. It's a mother and daughter team, and they're from Kentucky. They're very nice. They're very sweet. I like them a lot.
Good.
And the other one, this is for the crocheters in the group.
Oh, not
It's
me.
called Bag O' Day Crochet.
Oh, I've watched that.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
She has thousands of tutorials on her channel. And she does giveaways all the time. And she's always unboxing stuff, but thousands of tutorials.
Yeah.
And she's just down to earth, and
She got left-handed tutorials?
Yeah. Does she?
Has she?
No,
I don't. Can she save my ass and turn me into a crocheter? Oh, you don't know. Okay, that's your mission for this week, please. I need to know if I can, because honestly, I can't read the charts. I don't like books.
I don't read crochet charts. I don't do crochet charts at all.
I need a YouTube.
I can read them. I don't like them.
Okay.
I learned right-handed from 2 left-handed people.
Huh.
So it can be done if you're opposite. My
can't.
grandmother and my dad were both left-handed, and they taught me.
I can only do that if someone actually sits right next to me and I can copy them, not across from me. I can't do the mirror image thing. So if I'm watching YouTube and they do it left-handed, it's a little difficult because you're looking straight across. But if they do the camera above them and they show you, perfect. I can do that. So if she does left-handed tutorials, I could be a crochet queen one day, and that would help me get through my stash faster.
I think Neil was going to do some tutorials on, I don't know if it was just reading crochet charts, but maybe we can talk him into finding someone to teach left-handed.
I hope so.
Sure. Oh, I wrote down my favorite podcasts. Okay, that's the only thing I've missed to chat to you about, but that's okay, because I was thinking this morning, if that scary movie isn't on at the cinema, I'm gonna sit and watch my favorite Grocery Girls, because they always yak for a couple of hours.
They
I like my Supermarket Sisters. Sorry, Neil. I have watched every single episode right back to the very first one, and do you know, in the first one, Jodie dyed a skein of yarn right from the very start, and now look at her go. She's amazing. She's amazing dyer.
Jodie, I thought her daughter was dyeing the yarn.
Oh yeah, the 2 of them. So first she started with one daughter. They had their business going, and they did really well, but she was also pumping out her tote bags. And then that daughter's gone off and she's doing her, that's a they daughter, or them there, whatever you call it. Her daughter that she started dyeing yarn with has gone off and doing her own thing now, moved out and living her own life. And the other daughter and Jody are dyeing, and it's Frankie Gray Fibers, I think. Frankie Gray Fibers. And honestly, Liz, the yarns are gorgeous. I mean, they are really spectacular. So I stay till the end. I watch the end of the podcast when Jode brings out all the yarns, and they are really, really spectacular. And I guess because Canadian dollar, etc., they are really good prices. I mean, here now, can I have a whinge? Have a whinge at the end of the podcast, Joe. That'll make everyone happy. Here now, a hand-dyed skein of yarn can be over $50. 100 grams. Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for me, crazy. I know. And I said to hubby, I am going to have to really concentrate. If I don't need to buy any more yarn, but if I was to really had to, my best bet is buying overseas, Canada, New Zealand. That's the best bet for me to get my bang for my buck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love hand dyed, but it's, it's a lot of effort that's put in to make it. So they charge for that. And I totally get that because it's totally worth it.
I totally get that too. But not $48 and $45, $47. They're really, all of them have just pushed their prices up. And that's probably the yarn issue, supply
I know
issue.
some of them are having trouble getting their basic yarns. Because I know Carissa was having trouble getting her sport weight one.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched the cycle over the last few years. A lot of the stuff was processed in China, and then that was hard to get. And then all of a sudden, all the South American stuff, all the stuff from Peru was coming in large boxes, and that's great. But that meant we got stuck with slubby yarn and Masham, and 5-ply came back again. So you're watching cycles of whatever's available is getting dyed up, and is the next favourite thing. I mean, I've got yarn that's from the 50s and 60s in my stash, and all of a sudden it's popular again. The boucle with the boucle wool, which in the mohair, I'm talking not the thick nubby stuff, but the fine loopy mohair, loopy boucle mohair, stuff like that. Wow, I'm fashionable again.
Susan, Hedgehog's dyeing that, aren't they?
Yeah, and that is $48 for one.
There's a lot of yarn dyers, hand dyers out there, because I know every time on Instagram I see at least 4 or 5 ones I've never seen before. So there's a lot of them out there.
It's a lot of freight costs, I think, and customs payments would be part of that increase for sure.
I watched
I got Hedgehog. It was on sale.
What's that?
Last time I bought Hedgehog was when it was on sale. She was doing the 20%. And
I've still got those Advent minis. Remember when I agonized over whether I could spend $400 or something stupid for them? Well, I didn't quite spend that much, but I've got them in a tub as well. So I might do something spectacular with that, like a jelly roll scarf or a wrap for myself, seeing as it cost me $1 million to buy.
You should.
Do
something for yourself, or a blanket.
So, yeah, I'll do something for myself out of that. But that's that Advent. That's probably, it's not the last time I've bought it. I've still got mohair. I've got so much mohair. I've still got mohair and some cashmerino from them as well that I need to knit up one day when I get a spare minute. I do like Hedgehog.
Sure.
Yeah, but I do like Hedgehog. But if I'm buying from the UK, you know what I do like? Here's a random skein of yarn that I've balled up. Have you ever seen Black Elephant fibers?
Yes.
Have you ever seen them?
I've seen people talk about it, but I don't know if I have any.
Okay, so 100% superwash merino, sock yarn, 100 grams, 400 meters.
Ooh.
Got all the colors.
That's pretty.
So this is Billiard, Bilead. So Bilead or Billiard. It's got all the colors. and it's sort of jewel toned, which I really like. But I balled this up. Yeah, but I balled this up over 12 months ago, and it's still sitting here. So that is not going back in the tub either. I've got about 8 to 10 skeins, all different ones of theirs, and some mohair of theirs. They have pretty colours. I'm a bit hooked on Black Elephant. And hey, what happened to 3 Irish girls? Someone let me know, because I have a tub full of their yarn that I'm going to knit one day.
I saw a thing on Reddit, the craft snarks, they were talking about it. Somebody having trouble making contact with them or something. But that was a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I remember someone saying something.
My local yarn store has decided that they're not purchasing it anymore, not buying it in anymore. So I darn well bought everything that was left. As well as I have sweater quantities from years ago that I bought. So I have enough for shawls, because, you know, whatever they had left was 3 or 4 skeins of each colorway. And then I have some single ones, and I have maybe 3. I think I've got about 3 sweater quantities at home too. So I'm a bit disappointed that I probably won't be able to buy that unless I buy it from overseas.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember reading something on the Reddit, but I don't remember what the details were. Something about not being able to get in touch with the people or something. I don't know.
I don't know if they're dying anymore, if they've changed their situation.
I don't know. Check I think it was in the Craft Snark one.
I don't have time.
The other one.
I don't have time to go in there. I'd rather watch podcasts and be happy than look at their bitching.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
It is.
Guess what I've got today?
Ooh.
Look at this. Yeah, junk food for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. So I've got my Dr. Pepper, and then I got this box. You know, I bitch all the time about how much your food costs me to buy here. This box is $16.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, but I do that. And Lucky Charms, oh my gosh. I get the small box of Lucky Charms. It doesn't last me a week because I'm a pig when I eat Lucky Charms and there's milk still left in the bottom of the bowl. I have to fill it up again.
I'm just waiting for the day people wonder why she's sitting in the park drinking out of her wine glass and talking to herself in her car.
In the morning.
Wondering what people are thinking. That's just that lady. Just keep walking. She's harmless.
You know, a couple of years ago when I used to get my little blue table out and sit undercover at the park, a lady who lives across, and I'd tell you what's happening in the river, the platypus and stuff. A lady who lives across the river got in her car, drove down through town, came down the road to where I was, sitting there out in the sunshine with my table and my camp chair, doing my knitting. You girls are there on top of a little phone holder. And she's like, I'm wondering, are you okay? Because I see you here all the time.
Clearly, she wasn't there when you took us on a tour of your town that time. Because she would have known that you talked to your phone.
Oh, that was nice.
But I'm just talking. I'm saying to her, I'm just talking to my girlfriends, and she's like, for hours.
Yeah, I'd be like, I wonder if you're okay. Why are you watching me? Yeah.
Yeah, I was having a picnic in the park, but I would go undercover because otherwise, in the summertime, my phone would cook.
Right.
So I'm just sitting on the porch of an empty building with my camp chair and my little blue table, because that's, folds down and sits in the car, and I can throw some knitting and a drink on it. And she was really concerned, was I okay? Because she saw me there regularly and she was wondering what I was doing, Nosy Parker.
That's crazy. People are weird.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm actually parked at the park today. It's raining, and there are houses all along the road here, so they're probably, at least I'm not sleeping in my car. Then they'd think I'm homeless, which I've done that before, snoring away in my car with the window cracked, people walking past.
In this day and age with Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, everybody's on their phones. Everybody's talking on their phones. why is anybody interested in that? That's not a weird
I
thing.
don't know, but I'm just glad we were able to see Joe this whole time. We didn't
I
get
know.
to see Joe.
I'm
And,
so sorry. That was so.
and we could hear each other, and that was awesome too. So I'm very
So
excited.
we won't have to do this a third time this week?
No, nope.
Oh,
Nope, sorry.
I'm sorry I
It's only-
stuffed up our very first podcast. I mean, could you imagine
You didn't. It was
people?
No,
my
it was
fault because I
me.
didn't know how to use the program, and then
Well, I didn't know that I did not know until I did the troubleshooting that the Bluetooth is on the same bandwidth as video calling. So I didn't realize that I had to turn the Bluetooth off. Pro tip
now we
there.
know.
Yeah, now we know.
Now we
But I
know.
feel bad because our very first podcast and it's out there forever and it's just me pixelated looking like a criminal.
No, but people have been really kind. The comments have been really sweet, and people understand that tech is a learning process for us.
Yeah.
Look at a lot of our friends who've been podcasting a long time. They've learned. So, we're just starting a little later, that's all. And we are going from 3 different time zones, and you're in the future.
Right.
So,
Yeah, you're
it's a little more complicated for us, because you're already tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a morning, so night, hello. But you know what? I reserve the right that we could podcast at any time.
Oh yeah.
Anytime. Like I might get a night in, might make you girls get up at the crack of a sparrow's fart so we can talk.
We would do that for you.
Yes,
Oh,
Sparrow
that is
fart,
so
whatever that is.
I don't know when a sparrow farts, but whatever.
because you're not up early enough to hear them. That's why.
Evidently.
Sounds like a Monty Python thing. That's what it sounds like.
Sounds like it should be a colorway name, quite frankly, but whatever.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's really nice at our place when you get up or you're going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning or you get up at 3 o'clock and you just sit out on the porch and you can hear all the little birds chirping. And then the frogs, oh my gosh, when the frogs go off just before the rain, it's really lovely. So yeah, sparrows fart. Like it's so quiet outside. There's no traffic. There's no lights on. There's no neighbours. So you can hear a sparrow fart at that time of the morning.
Well, cool. That's
Sorry.
It's one more fact about Australia that we learned from Joe. There's always something new and exciting. Another Aussie thing.
If I sit outside right now, we believe it or not, we are getting the smoke from the fires in Canada.
I was going to ask, were you getting it too? Because I know New York is really bad.
We're getting
some people not to go outside.
It's very hazy outside, and there's like puffs of smoke going across. It was very windy today.
Yeah.
Breezy, not windy, but you could see smoke in the air, and on the lake, you can't see the other side of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hazy, and this is all from Canada. Like.
Yeah, we get it from California when they have their fires. It's not fun.
How are they going?
We don't get it.
How are they going up in Canada? I haven't heard anything on our news.
There's like 400 wildfires, they said, or something going now.
Bad. Yeah.
And it's toxic smoke. So I don't know.
It smells
really bad.
Smells really bad. Yeah.
So a lot of homes, a lot of property.
It smells like burnt garbage.
Not good.
Oh, that's shocking. I haven't really heard anything.
Cloudy. It's actually cloudy where I am, which is rare. We were supposed to get rain today, but it never happened. But it's still up over 90. We still have hot temperature, but better. So, all right.
Before we go, I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing.
Okay.
Oh, you don't care. You didn't notice.
I wasn't going to ask unless you were going to point it out. Jeez.
Gee whiz. Nobody cares. Look at this. Ooh. Malibu Go Ravelry Red. Who else has got some Ravelry Red?
I have some.
You mentioned that not long ago. Yeah. And then the speckles is Fiber Lily, of course.
Of course. That's pretty.
And I use that. It's my pattern. In other words, I just cast on and kept going. Just parallelogram. What do you call it? A diagonal rectangle. Just this. Yeah. So
Parallelogram.
knit one front and back, and then knit two together at the other end, back and forth. So it's only garter stitch. So that's what I did. I just started.
It's pretty. I like the color.
On this end, I use every single bit of it. Look, on this end, I just put a little picot bind off because that's all I had left. That's all I had left. One tiny little row, picot bind off. That was it. So I used two of the Malabrigo, two of that, and one of that.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That's pretty, very festive. You'll have to wear it at Christmas.
Yeah.
What? When it's 40 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah, her Christmas isn't like our Christmas. Well,
no, but when we're
my
podcasting,
Christmas.
if we have a Christmas special, she'll have to wear it.
Bullshit, I will.
Not
no
like
way.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
I'm kidding, Joe Bob. I wouldn't make you wear that.
Oh my gosh, I would melt.
You could send it to me and I could wear it for Christmas here because it's cold here.
Yeah, Greece actually gets cold.
Done. I can do that. Done.
Nice.
I won't wait by the mailbox.
Really? You like red? Do you wear red?
I like red. I do.
Oh,
most colors, except for I don't really wear brown.
Yeah, I don't wear brown.
I love brown.
Everything else I like. Well, I don't wear purple in the winter.
Why not? Is there a superstition with that? What's the go?
Because she's a Steelers fan.
I'm a Steelers fan.
She can't wear Vikings color. Come on.
Ravens or Ravens.
Are you for real? You won't wear purple in winter because of sport. Okay. Where's my Eagles hat? I left it at home.
Where it belongs. You should put it in the garbage.
Hey, our hockey team is in the Stanley Cup Finals this week.
I'm wearing it next week now, just to upset you.
I'm very excited.
I have to wear a Steelers shirt. Here we go.
So you will not wear purple in winter, but you'll wear purple in summer.
It's not football season.
Right, winter color. You're crazy, lady. You're crazy.
You saw all those Stephen West shells I knit last year were all black and yellow.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But I've only seen you wear black accessories. I've not seen you wear black, as in your clothing.
I always wear black. That's most of my, wardrobe is various shades of black.
Yeah. So
then I wear the scarves or whatever as the accessory,
Yeah, the scarves brighten it up. See, you could wear this with black.
Oh, that is beautiful. I'm making that next week, please, or this weekend.
Yep.
That's nice. Therese, besides football, what is your all-time favorite color? Favorite, like you see something and it's your color, not just to wear, but your favorite color.
I don't know. I
don't have a color.
I like orange.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to have orange. Orange is taken.
Listen, tax-free.
Stop.
Taking back orange.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of a sports thing too, because my baseball team is orange and black. I don't know. I've gone through phases where I did pink all the time, and then orange all the time. I go through phases. My favorite. I don't have a favorite color.
You don't have a favorite color, but orange. You like different, like rusty oranges, pale orange, deep orange.
No, like bright orange, like
bright orange,
like Baltimore Oriole orange.
Orange and black.
Baltimore Oriole,
but not in wintertime because that's the Bengals and the Browns. Well, the Browns.
Yeah, and
orange.
Yeah. Well, we don't. Yeah. No.
We don't do.
So are you one of these crazy ladies who sits in front of her television set screaming at it all the time?
She is, because the other night she She did that the other day when we were chatting. She had to go yell at something.
Yeah.
That's always the dog, not the TV.
No, a couple.
I yell at the TV.
Might have been like a month or two. She'll yell at the TV. Yeah.
I do. I was yelling at the TV last night, and I got in trouble for it.
Uh-oh. You're a passionate supporter.
I was shushed. Didn't go well. Didn't go
well.
Well then.
Glad we don't have TV at home because hubby watches shows that I am not interested in. I am not.
So
I don't even know.
What does he watch? What does he watch?
We used to like buy a heap of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that and watch them, but he watches all the Disney, Marvel, all those action. He's the kind of guy that puts Die Hard on every year, and I'm like, hello, I've seen it 15 times. Let's watch the latest greatest rom-com or a thriller or action. Or no, he just has different interests in TV shows, and I'm so glad we don't have TV. Seriously,
David watches all those. Go ahead.
I watched Happy Shiny People last night. There is no way in heck he would have been interested in watching that. I binge watch, what is it, Selling Sunset or the real estate show in Beverly Hills or whatever. Mm-hmm. Selling Sunset. I watch that and I binge watch it. I watch The Circle and I binge watch it. He doesn't like the same things as me. And I don't like movies that have a really sad ending and you're thinking, oh, this is going to come good. This is going to be, something's going to happen and you're going to walk away feeling good. And no, it's just a really, either a no ending because they're going to do another movie, or a really sad ending where I'm crying, bawling my eyes out. Like I'm a big sook. I can't do that with a sad ending. And he watches all that. He thinks it's funny that I'm crying in the corner, like there's sniffling and trying not to bawl harder, and he likes those kind of things. I don't like it.
David watches all those.
Sorry,
David watches all those Bering Sea Gold Rush people, and the guys that are that like reality shows, but it's all
fishing,
put on.
Fishing
and
Alaska.
Yeah, all those mountain men and
what's that truck show where they're all driving in the snow? What's that truck show?
Truckers.
Yeah, mine watches that. Oh,
yeah. We used
to
watch that. No, my husband, he's on a kick of 80s movies, and usually the worse the movie is, the better for him. He likes really bad movies, and yeah.
See, I'm glad I don't have TV.
Yeah.
We are one episode away from finishing Better Call Saul.
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't want to watch it because then it'll be over. So maybe tonight, I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to go back and rewatch all of it because you miss stuff. And when they have like a year or something in between when they release it on Netflix, you forget what happened the previous year. Mm-hmm. So now I want to go back and just binge the whole thing. Somebody just walked past your car
with an umbrella.
She's sitting in the rain.
I like brown. I like all different shades of brown and rusty colors.
I don't know. Brown's not my color.
Not my thing.
It's pretty, but it's not my color because I wear so much black. So, I don't wear a lot of brown because.
Oh, I like black and brown and black. Yeah,
I like black and brown together, but I don't know.
Dark brown, chocolate brown.
Chocolate brown, yeah, not beige, not taupe, not those browns. I don't like those.
Oh,
I do. Rich brown colors are fine.
Yeah,
I don't like lighter browns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, see, I have to make stuff for David. He went to Texas, UT Austin, so they've got that burnt orange color. Not my thing, but. Suck it up and make stuff for him out of it,
Well, he appreciates what you make, though, so that's good.
He's very knitworthy. He is.
Yeah.
Except when I find, here's a random sock sitting in the laundry room, and I look and it's got a hole. Why don't you tell me it has a hole in it, and I will fix it? Or like in his car, here's a hat underneath the seat. Here's one glove somewhere,
The hat.
one mitten somewhere, like
Yep. That's what I don't like. The hat under the bed or the hat down in the machinery shed covered in crap. And I'm like, wow, I spent a week doing that for you. Thanks. You're welcome. What? You want a new one? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bit busy right now.
I think it's a guy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
My son is knitworthy, but he's picky. But he wears them, and he treats them well. So he just got a friendship bracelet from this new girl he's dating. The hand woven ones where you have to tie the knots. And she made it for him. She asked him his favorite color and stuff. And he's like, "What does this mean?" Like, it means she likes you.
How old is this girl?
Wow.
She's 18, almost 19. 18 and a half.
Bracelet? Okay. I'm not making you friendship bracelets. That's not why I asked for your favorite colors. Just saying.
I'm disappointed now. I was hoping we'd get his friendship bracelet, from Joe.
Sorry. Liz, what's your favorite color? Liz, favorite. What is yours?
Blue. The Awestruck blue the blue that Liz dyed from you and I, that Awestruck blue, that's my very favorite color.
I did remember what my favorite color is.
Well,
but it's not like my favorite color and I have to have it in all my stuff and Okay, my favorite. What? Right here.
Show me. Oh, you've got a sample.
You can't tell.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, we talked about this because Chicken Lady had that colored yarn.
It's not Chicken Lady. This was You and I.
I know, but
okay. Yeah,
is that Liz Iverson?
Yes.
Crayola.
It's Crayola violet red.
Not red violet, violet red.
Violet red. Red violet is too purple. It's violet red.
Violet red. So it's like a magenta, maybe? No.
But not as purple as magenta.
Not as purple. It's got more red undertones.
It's more red.
More pink.
I got to see it again. Oh, can you just cut off a little piece of that and send it to me in the mail so I can see it?
Sure.
Or go to Tina's website and look there.
Does Tina have it too?
Well, she has a similar one, I think.
Does she?
Oh, I haven't seen that. No, I have not seen that color before.
Maybe the one hers is probably more purple. I don't know. She has a couple that are similar.
Yeah. So if I had to pick a favorite color, this is my favorite color. Violet.
And who made that for you, Liz? Did Liz make that for you?
This was you and I. She calls it a real gem.
Oh, now I know. Okay.
It's kind of like a ruby color, but not dark ruby.
Yep, now I got it. Okay, now I know what tone, what hue, Okay, now I get it. So you've just chosen a color that's really difficult to find anywhere in the world.
Sure.
That only Liz can produce. Okay.
No, I think Chicken Lady has it too.
But a color that doesn't even have a name. A color that doesn't even have a name is your favorite color.
It's violet red.
Violet red. Red violet.
No. You just need to get a 64 box of Crayola crayons and the violet red, that's the color.
Wow.
It might be in the 16 or the 32.
I don't know. Also. It's been years since I've gotten crayons, so I don't know. My kids are grown, so I haven't bought them in a while. So,
okay,
well, the Crayola and not the cheap ones. Because the cheap brands don't have the same color.
No, can't use the cheap ones. No, Crayola.
It's got to be Crayola.
So, are friendship bracelets done like macrame?
Yeah, they're like you.
How do you call it? Hang on.
Macrame.
I think I've heard you call it something different.
Macrame.
Macrame. Like cheese and
like macaroni. Yeah.
Here. Macrame is what it's called here.
Macrame and the color. Let's just go through this, shall we? The color mauve. Mauve. That kills me every time. Pots and pans and stuff to cover your food with. Aluminium foil.
I do like the way British and Australian people say certain words, though.
Oh yeah.
Aluminium foil.
I like
Aluminium
aluminium.
foil. There is no aluminum. You guys are such dumbasses on the old SOS, whatever you call it, Morse
Well,
code.
we
missed
spell
a
it
letter.
different, Joe.
You
We
missed a
spell it
letter.
different.
You missed a letter. Your Morse code guy was doing drugs that day and he missed a letter. It's called aluminium.
Is that like microwave?
Mauve. Every time someone says mauve, I'm like, oh my goodness. It's mauve. Mauve. Color purple, mauve. You guys
No, the
crack
color
me.
purple is something different.
That was a good movie, just by the way.
They're remaking it. They're doing a remake.
Why?
Yep. I don't know.
Why?
They turned it into a musical, and now they're doing a remake. You know, like they do.
Musical.
They're also, yeah, there was a musical.
No.
They're also doing a sequel to Beetlejuice.
I think a musical would be beautiful. The Color Purple. I think a full theater production, like West End. Mm-hmm. Haven't they done that already? I thought they had.
Yeah, they did, but now they're doing a remake of the movie.
Oh, okay.
We're out of
ideas. Time for Carrie Smith.
I swear I'm going to feel like I have Alzheimer's watching these movies and thinking, I'm sure I saw that in my younger years.
With other people.
Yeah.
They've run out of ideas. They don't have any new ideas anymore. They just recycle.
No, they don't. It's sad.
And that's the same as knitting, though. I see so many patterns come out, and I think that's something. You know, I've got a bit of a pattern stash. Like,
no, really?
Me too.
I gave away my first 500 patterns to a guy, and he gave me a couple of skeins of wool, so that was really lovely, and I made socks with those. And I still have one Sweet Georgia yarn ball that he gave me, and I have coveted it, but I need to knit it. So I have thousands, and I'm not even kidding. I have thousands of patterns, and when I do decide to spend a day looking through them, I'm looking at yokes, color work. I'm looking at the higher necks that a certain designer does, like tighter, higher necks. And then even the other day I saw a cowl, a Mobius, because it's twisted, with garter stitch and some slip stitches or stocking stitches. And I'm like, that is so 70s and 60s. They are in, I'm sure these guys, even sometimes when my mate Stephen pulls out something, I'm thinking, you are scouring the old books, the old stitch pattern books, you know, the honeycomb pattern, things like that, the bricks, painting bricks. All of those design features are coming from stuff that we have, well, that he may not have seen in his lifetime because he's young, but stuff that I have seen from my collections from 40, 50 years ago.
There's nothing new.
There is nothing.
I mean, there are some designers that are, you know, really thinking outside of the box and really coming up with some techniques.
Yeah. Steve's very clever. My mate Steve is very clever. You know, I think he's a genius.
The way he combines things is a genius to me.
Yeah.
His color sense, you know, that's the thing I have trouble with is colors, and he just whacks all these colors together, and it's like hallelujah. So no, I kudos to him, but also I know I'm being very particular and nitpicky. Some of those design elements, you know, the Mobius that just came out that I saw online, I'm like, why do you want to pay $8 for that?
Yeah.
That's you look at the photograph, enlarge it if you have to, but honestly, come on, you know how to do that. If you can knit and purl, you know how to make that. And if you don't, just go and look at some patterns from the 80s in a thrift store that probably cost you 20 cents or 50 cents, and there they are.
Yeah, it's a lot of old is new again for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, that's okay. If you've never seen it before, you know, I have the privilege of having a museum of knitting pattern books, but if you've never seen it before, I guess it's new and it's exciting. And then for old ducks like me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's, you know, what I wore when I was a kid.
I keep imagining Joe with her trunk full of patterns and said, here, I'll give you 500 if you give me those 2 skeins of yarn.
No, I actually gave them to him for nothing, and and then he offered to pay the postage. So what I did was I sent huge parcels because I had envelopes at home, big parcel envelopes. I sent about 4 or 5 of those. And then he also, very kind man, said, can I send you some self-addressed parcels, so, envelopes? And I said, sure. So we did that as well. I mean, he had them delivered to his work. They would have had to go up on a trolley.
Wow.
I think 5 kilo, 10 kilo parcels. No, I did not ask for anything in return. And how lovely that he gave me a skein of wool that I turned into socks, 2 pairs of socks, and a skein of Sweet Georgia, which I didn't own. I've never owned one of her skeins. Actually, is it here?
That's nice.
I thought that was super sweet. That was really lovely. So I'm happy to give away my knitting books. I thought I was making a dint in my stash of knitting books, but then I bought Stephen West books. And I bought, you know this, Liz, because I talked to you about this. I bought...
Yeah, the shawl book.
Yeah, I bought both of Melanie Berg's books, and I'm yet to knit anything out of it. So I brought them
There's
today.
probably a 3-skein shawl in there, Joe.
Well, there might be.
Yeah, but it's 2. I want 3 skeins, 2 colours. So look at this. I do have it. I've decided. Look at this. I love this.
Pretty. That's pretty.
But I've had this for a couple of years now, like 3 years now, and I haven't made anything with it. Modern Mandarin. Oh, honestly, he's bought this at Skein Sisters in the city, and back then it was $33.
Wow.
Back then, a few years ago. So I am going to, I'm determined they're not going back in. I put them in plastic bags, and they live in plastic tubs. These are not going back in the tubs. I have to knit them.
Good.
I have to knit them.
Mm-hmm.
Although you might find them in my car still in 2 months' time.
Well,
unknitted.
We're going to need to end this at some point because...
one more. No, you can't. One more thing. I just remembered.
Or pop culture, that's it. What?
Culture.
No, one more thing. And Therese, you can enlighten us. Get flocked. I'm not being rude. Yeah, Liz, get flocked.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting name, but that's Ethan.
Better than flock off.
I've heard that too.
I'm surprised he didn't come up with that one.
Yeah.
He is my soul brother from another mother.
I love Ethan.
I think he's so entertaining.
Unabashedly honest,
but he's
yeah. But he really wants people to knit, and even as complex and complicated and amazing as the things he knits, he still sits there saying, "Well, you can do this."
Some of that stuff he makes, I'm just like, there's no way. There's just no way.
Yep.
I'm very impressed by what he's doing.
I love his work ethic. I love that he loves pieced jumpers and cardigan. Oh, thank God somebody's out there going,
I don't like pieced ones. Go ahead.
Your top-down sweater looks sloppy, especially raglan top-down. I love that he just says it. Mm-hmm. Pieced garments are going to fit you better. They're no more difficult to make. They're easier to size. They're elegant. The seams hold the structure, hold your shape. I love the things he says.
There's a designer here who also, I can't remember her name. She's got red hair.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty famous. I don't think she's designing anymore, but I bought her book and it's all pieced. She said because they're structurally more sound, they fit better.
They fit better. They fit so much nicer, and it's not so hard.
I don't like seaming.
It's not hard to seam. It's just
I don't like
tedious,
But I don't.
Maybe that comes from being a crocheter because I never liked sewing crochet pieces together, so that could be it. But
I'm here to tell you, to confess that I don't seam properly. I don't do that mattress stitch thingy. I do a running stitch up and down, weave in all my ends, or lately, even lazier, I've been doing a crochet seam. How hard is it to just poke a crochet needle through? Yes, it is so easy and it looks so tidy and it's flat. Whereas the other way, you've got, a stitch on the inside. So you've got a seam on the inside of a stitch. I always go one stitch in and I do a running stitch. I don't do this mattress stitch crap where you do it on the right side. I do it on the wrong side. I put safety pins in. I lay it out flat. I make sure everything lines up and I do a running stitch. It's not hard.
I never thought of not doing it the way they tell you, but I don't know. Maybe it comes from I did not enjoy sewing crochet pieces together. And I started knitting a lot later than I started crocheting. So to me, I'm still at that stage of knitting where I still think things have to be done the proper way. I'm just getting that point where I'm realizing that you can fudge things and you can do different things. Like crochet, I could make anything or whatever. It doesn't even bother me. But knitting, because I'm new to it relatively, I'm still learning what you can and cannot do. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. You can, I guess. So even the shaping. Some people do darts. Some people, like.
Well, I know that, and I'm learning about all that. But I'm just saying, to me, I'm still learning, what you can fudge in knitting and what you can't fudge in knitting, and that, like in crochet, I know what I can, get around and how to fix something or shape something. I don't have to have a pattern to do that. Knitting, I'm still kind of learning what works and what doesn't. So as a designer, that's why. It makes it harder.
I agree. Like, especially with decreases and increases, there's so many different kinds you can do, and it depends on the yarn you're using too. Like, sloppy yarn doesn't not do slip stitches on an edge, and even if you did it in a textural design, a slip stitch in this silk and wool, you just won't see it. It's just not going to have that definition. So it does depend on the yarn you're using.
Yeah, like cables. You couldn't use cables with that because it just
what a waste. It'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? So I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never going to be a designer, so that's hard. And then grading it. Like Ethan was talking about the cables for a larger size. So he's got this idea, and I agree with him. It's really difficult because if you're going to be a proper designer or a tech editor, I really hate, I often knit the larger sizes. I have no issue with doing a test knit in a big size. I've got friends that I can give them to in the larger sizes, the 2X, triple X, 5X, whatever. And I really hate that an ordinary, jumper would fit you nicely here at the sleeves, but go 5X and they decide that it has to be 2 foot wide. Like, why? Right. Nobody's arms are that wide. All they do is magnify things and expand things to be bigger. And Ethan was talking about these cables. If you're going to do these set cables with your texture in between and your pearls on the end, if you make it bigger, what do? Do you just add a big mountain of pearls on either side to give you all those inches? And then that person has this horrible looking jumper with 5 cables in the middle and diamonds and whatever and the moss stitch, but they have nothing on the side.
Right.
So to redesign that for a larger person, what do? Are you going to make the cables wider and bigger? Well, that's a whole new pattern. Or are you going to add extra cables? Yes, Ethan, please add extra cables.
Yeah, I watched Hohi talk about that too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, yes, make it 2 separate patterns. Make it this small, medium, and this large, extra large, and then go double extra large to 4 extra large, whatever. But stop making these disgusting, shitty, ugly designs for larger sizes that just mean huge necklines, huge armholes, and a big baggy, shapeless effing sweater.
Yeah, that's not
it bugs me. And I'm not a large person, and it bugs me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It bugs me.
Yeah. It's one of the things I'm learning. Grading is the hardest part.
Sure. And that was something that we never did before. You just made it for an average size, or you made it for a petite size. And guess what? If it wasn't your size, don't knit it or work it out yourself. But now we're going to have 16 sizes to be inclusive.
So far, I have not had 16. I've done 10 sizes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, the Murder Knits is an oversized cardigan, so sizing that is not hard because it's supposed to be oversized. But something more fitted, that's going to be tough.
That's different. You're basically knitting each pattern individually. You're designing. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You have to really, if you're going to do the job properly, and I hope you do, Liz, and I know you would, Liz. Every single size would have to be drafted as a new pattern.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've set up a spreadsheet where I could go in, okay, this is cast on this size, knit how many rows for this, to try to break it down so that each one is the right, and it takes a lot of time.
In the right proportions and the right ratios. It's no good making a big body and then tacking on a huge bloody neck and shoulders, or even longer arms, or the wider arms kills me. You like my friend in Japan, when I used to knit her jumpers, and I'm saying, measure your arms again. And her arm length was an inch longer than mine. Right. And she's like, what? You think because we're little people, we have little arms? She had an inch, her most comfortable length is an inch longer than mine. And it used to bug me. I'm going, but you're just a little lady. No, she's a little torso, but she has the same length arms as you and me.
Not everything is
from knitting sweaters. I find that I never knit the arms the way a pattern calls for it. I always either want it, because some of them are really tight, some of them are really long. So to me, when I'm doing it, to my mind, I give a basic guideline of how to decrease the sleeve, and then I pretty much say, knit it to the length you want.
Good.
And then add the cuff. Because sometimes I want it bracelet length, sometimes I want it longer. And, Andrea Mallory's sweaters are beautiful, but she has really tight arms.
Yeah.
Or really big arms. So it's, So to me, I just put in the guideline how to decrease. If you want a narrow arm, I say decrease faster, but knit it till, 2 inches from where you want it to end. And then do 2 inches of cuff or whatever. That's because everybody's arm's different and everybody wants something different. I think, if you're not doing a super fitted sweater, let people put the arm the way they want it.
I would like, I've never knit a wide sleeve cardigan for myself yet, or a jumper, a sweater. I would like a sweater with just a nice wide sleeve at the bottom, not a bracelet, a good length, to the middle of your hand. That's something that I haven't found yet. Probably one of those trick. What is it? What's it called? You can read my mind, Therese. One of those free patterns from those Canadian girls who sold their business.
Espace Tricot.
Espace Tricot. Thank you. Well, Liz can read my mind. Thank you, Lizzie. So Espace Tricot have some beautiful, just straight up and down, nice, turtleneck sweaters with the different sleeves.
They have such nice patterns.
They do very, very chic patterns.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're classic and they're chic and they're timeless.
And you could wear that pattern 10 years from now and it's still going to be fine,
Okay, so we've nearly talked. See, Red Umbrella Man. I know we've nearly talked for 2 hours, but I've also paid for a subscription, a 3-month subscription to somebody overseas, Dyer. I don't think I should tell you. I think I should just leave that out there. And when I have opted for mine to come all at once. So in 3 months' time, I'll show you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is that naughty?
To look forward to.
That's something to look forward to. You'll have accusations.
I didn't mean to do it, but I hit the button and it just happened. I honestly didn't mean to do it. I was thinking, do I want to do this? Have I got enough money in the bank? And all of a sudden it went, thank you. Your receipt is sent to your email. So I got it.
Bank be damned.
Well, I'm hoping one of our Dyer friends makes a Sparrow Spark colorway because I think we need that.
Oh, I'd love a Sparrow Spark.
I think we need a Sparrow Spark.
And don't forget to go and have a look at the Skeins site because...
Oh, yeah, if you left anything.
I did. I only bought 30 balls. That leaves Tabitha with a couple. I don't know how many Marie's got on sale, but it's a good sale. So thank you, Marie.
She always has good sales.
I love you, Marie. I love you.
We love Marie.
I got in first. She's beautiful. Clever lady. She is beautiful and intelligent.
Yes, a great combination.
A great combination.
I'm behind on her podcast, the radio show that she does. I'm behind on that.
I know. I'm behind on that too. It's just there's only so many hours in a day that you can.
Well, if you
we are doing a 2-hour episode, so here we are doing a 2-hour episode.
If you see it before I do, can you let me know when Get Flocked all happens so I can find them and keep stalking Ethan?
Absolutely.
I think the final breakfast bourbon is on the 24th.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, soon. And then he's starting up pretty soon after that.
So he's going to have a physical
site. Already got Instagram. It's just
really?
the transition. Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have a physical location.
Yes.
He's getting a shop front. Yeah.
Good for him.
The Ethan's Yarn Store. I was so happy when I saw it was called Get Flocked.
Get Flocked.
I was like, man, if that was me, I'd be
flocked. I think
flocked.
there's somebody out there. There's a Flocked Fiber out there already.
Oh, cool.
I think I've seen on Etsy someone called Flocked Fiber. But yeah, good for Ethan.
Yeah.
I hope he does well. I wish him all the well.
Fun.
Since I probably won't be going to New Zealand to visit his store, unfortunately.
No.
Never say never.
I know.
True.
Never say never.
One day
he might have a retreat that we just can't miss.
Ooh.
I know. We need to have a retreat where we get together and cause mayhem.
Not me. I'm shy.
Right.
I'm shy and awkward.
Shy's the way we describe Jo all the time, right, Therese?
Yeah, she's one of those little wallflowers that just sits there and, talks to herself.
Yeah. Wouldn't put sheep placenta on her face in front of you.
I think you should wear your wig the next time.
Was that what's his name's placenta? What's his name? Murray. Yeah, was it Murray's placenta?
Murray. No, it's already in the jar. Where did it come from? It says use morning and night. I'm going to have to use it again tonight. And it does say just shove it all over your face, your entire face. It's got lanolin. Oh, look, it's full of healthy stuff. Lanolin, aloe vera, pure essential oil. It does not say anything about where the placenta comes from. I think it's a gimmick.
Well, it probably doesn't say the name of the...
Hang on. I can't for sure. I'm so professional. I can't find the camera on my phone.
Where's it from? Where's it made?
What country?
Well, it's not made in China. Don't worry. It's made in Australia. Australian made in my state.
Could be one of Murray's relatives.
Murray's mom.
I don't think that Bill runs around his farm with his thousands of sheep kicking and picking up placentas off the ground. The mums eat them anyway. Eat them. So just the same as women now do it in some sort of dried pill form. Just we can save that for another episode, guys.
No, my lotion is goat's milk lotion. It's supposed to be for babies, and that's what I use.
Oh.
No placentas, no.
How did we get off the placentas?
Don't I look better already? Hang on, I tried it. Don't I look better?
You look very, very lovely.
It could work, or it might just be a gimmick. I don't know. I thought it was funny, and so anything funny gets my attention.
You could do a Down Under episode like that one time on the Zoom call when you were upside down the whole time and somebody didn't notice. Remember
that was so funny. I wish I knew how to do that. That was because my phone fell down on the ground of my mobile office, and I picked it up and put it up. And I'm like, what the heck? Why am I upside down? And then guess who screenshot it? So we all have a copy of that now. I mean, like, really, how do you do that? If I could do that on purpose on a Zoom call, I would do it for sure. Upside down.
That would be funny. That was
hilarious.
Funny. Upside down because Jo was from Down Under.
Yeah, she's
I'm going to get out my chicken lady wig as well so I can do a Lynn impersonation.
Okay.
I've got her bed hair wig. You know how she's like, oh, if I disappear from the Zoom, I'm doing sexy time with my husband. Like, what? So I've got that bed hair, that tousled hair.
TMI.
TMI?
Yeah, don't need to know.
She said it, not me. She said it. So I always think of that wig as her wig because it's got those tussles of curls.
When I worked at the bank, we had a manager who was having an affair with one of the police chief, and their rendezvous were during lunch, and she would come back from lunch, and the back of her hair was all flat from having their rendezvous
there's
in the
names
police
that
car.
we're not going to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they would get it on in the police car, and her back of her hair would always be flat, and no one would tell her because we weren't supposed to know.
Oh,
so it'd be all curly and everything in front, but it'd be smashed in the back, and nobody would tell her because we weren't supposed to know. When I first went to that branch, my other boss told me, and she goes, "No, this is what's happening, but don't mention her hair because you're not supposed to know how it got that way."
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh
I mean,
my
they were both single, so it's not like they were cheating on each other, but I guess,
That would, yeah.
spice things
Well,
up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I think we need to go before we start talking about our friends' Zoom time sex enterprises. We don't know any more about that. Thanks, Joe.
Okay.
But this was fun. We did it. We got through without technical difficulties.
It's not over yet.
Yeah. Stop. Don't jinx it now.
Yeah.
Well,
you might lose it now. You got to upload it and can't find it.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to end the recording. So thanks for viewing us at the Knit Night podcast, even though it's not night for Joe, but
it feels like it.
Feels like night.
I've been up for hours. It feels like it.
But it was fun.
Okay.
And mystery.
Go watch our friends. They all have great podcasts. Go do their knit-alongs and participate and become part of the community. Do all the things. That's right.
Click all the things. Watch all the things.
And hopefully buy a skein of sparrow fart yarn at some point because
sparrow fart. Up at sparrow fart. Okay, we're going to go and get.
Tina would be right on board with.
Yeah, cool. Probably. I'll have to check with her on that one. All right.
I need to have a drink and a ding dong and get situated to watch Kerry.
That's right, Kerry Smith.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
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 Bye.